Okay, it is September 1st, so time for a new Q&A video. Let's see, I got a good amount of questions again. I think I'm at like 40 something questions right now. If I don't end up answering your question, it's probably because I didn't realize that you sent it before I already finished. But another thing is I'm recording it in lower quality just because what's the point of making my face in HD when all I'm doing is just talking. So I'll just start off. Ozzy asks, what got you to play guitar and who are my inspirations? I don't know, when I was younger, I've always been listening to music, but when I was younger my friend had a guitar and he didn't know how to play it, and I don't know, I really liked the way it felt. So I don't know. That kind of got me into wanting to. And I've always liked music. My dad played drums for a while, and I don't know. I just gave it a shot. For inspirations, I'd love to be able to play like the guy in I'm Abomination. That guy's insane. Um, Tom DeLonge obviously is a really great songwriter. There's plenty of them out there. Jeff asks, "What's my favorite effect?" Um, I'd probably have to say chorus if it's done right. The chorus that I use sometimes is pretty cool. Nicholas asks if I've ever thought about starting a band. I've been in bands before. It's just not really for me right now. I don't know. I don't really get into it at the moment. So I don't know. Every time I tried doing it just never fucking worked out. So I just kind of gave up on the idea. Chris asks, do you remember my channel? Hi, my name is Chris Ava, and should I start covering again? Yes, I do actually remember. Pretty sure you had a Tom DeLonge Epiphone guitar, if I remember correctly. But I do remember seeing a couple of your videos. You're good. I don't see why you shouldn't do some more if you enjoy doing it. So why not? Let's see. Mike D asks, what would be your ultimate Blink tit list? Not set list, tit list. And do I recommend putting an Invader pickup into a blacktop telly? Obviously I did do that, so it's really your choice. If you like the way my guitar sounds when I'm using it, then why not? And then he says, dogs or cats? Cats. I just like cats more. But my ultimate Blink set list, I know I've said this before, but I just wish they would just mix it up a little bit. I'm sick of just the same singles every time, like What's My Age Again, All the Small Things, Always, Feeling This. It's always the same things, and they just add like a couple others in there. So I'd like them to do stuff that they haven't really played in a while, like Asthenia is awesome. Going Away to College is always a good one. Mutt was awesome. Like anything that they just don't play that often, that's what I'd want to hear live. Let's see. What 3 pop punk bands should do a tour together? Oh, there's a text. I would have to say 4 Year Strong, New Found Glory, and Blink. I think that would be the best. And have I ever watched Old Greg? Yeah, not in a long time, but I do remember something about a mother liquor, something like that. I don't know, something like that. My friends used to love Old Greg. I'm Old Greg. I don't know. That was from Jake, if I didn't say. I probably won't know how to say this name. Josias says, do I prefer Telly or Strat? Definitely the Strat. I got 3 of those. They're just more comfortable to play, usually. Arom, he's always asking me a guitar or a bass question. But if you could only pick one bass to play for the rest of my life, and it's either between a P bass or a jazz bass, what would I pick? I'd probably pick a jazz bass. I usually just think it sounds better. And Telly or Strat, I would pick a Strat. Merle asks, what do you prefer, Les Pauls or Strats? I don't know. I like them both for different reasons. I can't really say. And then he asks if there's a middle ground between the two. Have you found it? Not really. I mean, a Strat with like some humbuckers in it is pretty much as in the middle as you're gonna get. Um, Justin asks, do you believe there is a tone difference between tube amps and solid state amps? I personally think there is. I mean, I've had a couple tube amps and they've sounded way better than any solid state amp that I've ever had. But I mean, I've only used a few different types of amps. So, and he also says, "What's my opinion on multi-effect pedals?" Um, I like them if they have like multiple um, presets. Like if it's got like say 100 different um, effects in it, but it's only got one button and you have to cycle through the damn thing, then what's the point? You know, I mean, it's good for maybe recording, but in like a live aspect, I just think it's kind of pointless. Like I'd like something that has maybe like something where you could set like 5 or 6 presets and then go from there. So I think that would be cool. But other than that, I mean, I've used I think a Digitech one before that was okay, but I mean, just in that same aspect, like it just wasn't very handy, like making videos or anything else like that. So, give me 1 second. All right. Fuck you, phone. Okay. Logan asks, in your opinion, are Ibanez guitars good starters? As long as they don't have like crazy whammy systems and stuff like that. I mean, um, if it's like a stop tail or something like that, something that doesn't have a whammy bar, it's a good starter in my opinion. I just think something like that is just too complicated for a beginner. Especially if it's got like a Floyd Rose or something, then you'll just be completely in over your head. So, I mean, I think the more simpler the guitar is, the happier you're gonna be. Matthew asks, what games are you looking forward to this year? Um, Definitely the Grand Theft Auto. That'll be a good one. Um, I really wasn't looking forward to the new Call of Duty, but because I haven't played it in like 7 months or something. But I actually like started playing it again, and I mean, my problem with Call of Duty for the longest time is it fucking pissed me off. Like I can have a short fuse. Yeah, I forgot. Um, let's see. So, I mean, it used to just really drive me nuts. Like if I'd be doing really good, someone kill me or something. But I've been playing it completely different minds. I don't even know where the hell I was going with that. A totally different like outlook. So like I'm just playing just to have fun. I just been playing Black Ops 2. So I mean I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the Call of Duty Ghosts or whatever it is. I always did like Infinity Ward a lot more than um, Treyarch. I mean, Modern Warfare 3 wasn't great, but Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 1 were a lot of fun, and so was this one. I mean, this one was Treyarch, but um, I might get that too. I'm not sure yet. Um, but for games, that's pretty much the only ones I'm really looking forward to. You also asked, do you do any finger picking? Not really. I mean, I usually play with like high gain settings, and it usually just doesn't sound good with high gain. So, let's see. Someone just asked, if you knew the world was going to end today, what would you do today? Um, hmm. I would hang out with that person. I'm not going to say who it is, but that's what I would do. Uh, she's pretty awesome, and I like hanging out with her. So there's that. I would definitely play some guitar. Um, I would definitely leave a big thank you to all you guys that have supported me over like the last like 8 years I've been doing this. So I definitely appreciate it. Um, let's see. Danny asks, "Did you see any of the Reading Festival in England?" I think I saw like one video of Newfound Glory doing Head-On Collision. I think. And if you could take Miss Williams from Paramore on a date, where would you take her? And if the date went well, would you ask her back to your place for a nightcap? Classy. Um, Honestly, she's a great singer and she's gorgeous, but um, honestly, I feel like if I knew her in real life, I probably wouldn't like her. um, I don't know. It's just I know like a couple girls that are pretty much like her and can't fucking stand them. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Ryan asks, "Have you ever listened to the band Incubus? And if so, what's your favorite album song? And will I do any covers?" I doubt I'll do any covers of them. I mean, I don't really listen to them that much. I've heard a couple songs. I mean, obviously the ones that are pretty famous. I always remember that Stellar song that was on, I think, like the first Guitar Hero. That was that was okay, but I don't know. As a whole, I just don't really like that style of music that much. But I mean, it's not bad. I mean, if it came on the radio, I mean, I'd listen to it. It's not like a bad thing or anything. Mikhail asks, "Do you listen to Man Overboard?" No. Sorry, I just don't. I mean, they're okay. They're better than some bands, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't really heard any songs that I like that much. Joshua asks, "How do you feel about the post-hardcore genre? Bands like Touche Amore, Defeater, Pianos Become the Teeth." I don't know if that's the name. "Being as an Ocean, La Dispute." I've heard some of the names, but I haven't heard a single song from any of them. So I mean, you can always like send me a link or something. I'll check them out. But I don't know. I don't really listen to that type of music usually. Um, James Boone says, "I've been told very often that the pop punk genre is for kids, and I should grow up and listen to more mature music. Have you ever been told this, and what are your feelings about this?" I don't really think it's necessarily for kids. I just think it's easier for kids to relate to. Um, I mean, I'm not really sure how old you are. Let me see. I'll click on your name. Yep, still no idea. You look like you're late teens, maybe. Um, Maybe like early 20s. Um, but, I mean, I used to love pop punk music. I mean, I still do, but I've definitely matured with like the type of music I like too. Like I've definitely been getting into stuff with like a lot more like intricate guitar work and just like heavier stuff and just like wanting more from like lyrics and stuff like that. I mean, that's usually the problem with me when people are like, "Oh, you should check out this band or that one." And the problem is like the lyrics are just really cheesy or just like they sound really stupid because it's a bunch of 16-year-olds playing the music and they don't have any life experience to really write anything other than "you hate your parents" and um, that you want to fuck a girl. I mean, that's pretty much all pop punk sounds like these days. So, I mean, in that aspect, I mean, I can understand why somebody would say that. But, I mean, there's definitely a lot of great pop punk bands out there that do more than just that. I mean, Newfound Glory does a lot of great songs that I don't necessarily think are just like childish. I mean, Blank, yeah, they're childish sometimes, but I mean, like especially like the later stuff from like 2003 on. I mean, they've done a lot of really great stuff. Let's see. Um, let's see. Sean asks, "Are you a fan of the band Fight Star?" I've never even heard of them. Sorry. You're gonna hear that answer a lot if you ask me if I like certain bands. Um, Oscar asks if there's a chance of me covering some Rage Against the Machine or Audio Slave. I've already covered a couple Rage songs. I don't know if you knew that. I did Bomb Track. I did Freedom. I don't know if I did any other ones. Audio Slave I didn't really like all that much. I just don't like Chris Cornell. So William asks, where would you love to go on a holiday? Also, Paramore's new album, I was skeptical at first, but it's grown on me. How about you? So the holiday thing first. If I could go anywhere, I don't really know. I'd like to go somewhere I haven't been, obviously. I'd like to go... I think it'd be cool to go to like England or something, somewhere like that's not completely out of my comfort zone where I can at least understand what people are saying. That'd be cool, and I always thought it'd be pretty cool to go over there. About the Paramore album, I mean, I feel like I'm actually the opposite of you because, I don't know. At first, I thought it was pretty cool, but I mean, the more I listen to it, it just sounds like it's turning into the Hayley Williams show, pretty much. I just feel like it doesn't sound like Paramore at all. I mean, I realize bands, I realize bands progress and they mature, but I mean, I was at least expecting it to sound somewhat like the older stuff because I mean, when you listen to like the Singles Club songs like Renegade and Hello Cold World and Monster, I mean, they sound at least like Paramore, and you get songs like Ain't It Fun and Last Hope and any other one on the new album. It doesn't sound like them at all. I mean, they're not bad songs, but I don't know. It's just not something I'd go out of my way to listen to anymore. Marco asks, what are the specs of my PC? I have no fucking clue. It's a Dell. That's pretty much all I know. It works pretty good. Christina says, what are my thoughts on NoFX and will you ever cover them? I don't like NoFX. I just don't like Fat Mike's singing. I don't really like just straight up punk music either. So, I don't know. I don't really get into it. David asked if I ever had my own signature guitar, what would be my specs? I don't know. I did think about that a lot before I bought the new blue guitar. I was thinking about just custom making a guitar that I wanted. It'd probably be a Strat shape, most likely. It would definitely be like a double humbucker lineup or whatever the hell I'm trying to say, configuration. For wood, I mean, I was debating that for a while too. I think it would be cool to have like an all mahogany one, just because it would give it like a little bit more low end than if I had just a like an alder body like on all the other ones. So yeah, I'd probably go with a mahogany body, maybe with like a maple top or something. I don't know. I would probably use for a color. Honestly, I don't know. That was a hard one that I couldn't decide on. There's so many different colors. I would definitely do like a solid color. I wouldn't do like a flame burst or sunburst or anything like that. Neck, I would probably do like a maple neck, maybe like an ebony fretboard. I think that would be cool. Probably just some dot inlays. I always liked just the regular dots, but I do like the pearl dots. Those are pretty cool. For a bridge, I would just do like a standard American Strat bridge, hardtail, no whammy bar. Standard frets. For tuners, I mean, I'd probably go with like some locking tuners or something, maybe Spurzels or something. I've been looking into those a little bit. Something that'll just keep it in tune. So that's pretty much it. For pickups specifically, I don't know exactly what I'd go with. I'd probably try some more bare knuckles, to be honest. The ones I did get did sound really awesome, so I'd probably go with more bare knuckles. Let's see. I still got a lot of fucking questions. Jesus. Landon asks, what are my thoughts on the Hagstrom Pat Smear signature guitar? I think it's ugly as fuck. I mean, it sounds alright from what I've heard, but I don't really like it. Jesus, sorry, says, if you were to try to serenade a girl with a song, what would you play? Probably When You Fucked Grandpa from Blink-182. It's a beautiful song. Um, would you rather wear the same outfit for a year or have a boner for a year? As long as I didn't have any like bodily complications, I think I'd rather have a boner for a year. Because, you know, I mean, if people are going to be like, oh man, you got a boner, and we're like, yeah, that's true, and you're looking at it, it's like, I don't care. I kind of just let it fly if I have to. Cole asked what my favorite sports teams are. I don't really have one because I don't watch sports. I used to like the Braves a lot when I used to watch baseball, but I don't anymore. Nathaniel asked, have I ever seen 4 Year Strong live? I have. It was a great show. Or met any bands or any celebs. I met a few people. I met the drummer for New Found Glory, Cyrus, who's really nice. I met the singer or the old singer of Seos in Cove. I think that might have been it. A couple others that weren't really that big. I mean, I met like Andy Jackson. He used to play in Hot Rod Circuit. He played in Terrible Things. He's in a band called Death in the Park now. He was pretty cool. Let's see. Connor asked if I listened to Billy Talent. No, never really have. What are the best techniques from Nathan for holding a pick? I figured it out. I've been holding it wrong this whole time as I'm holding it with a pen. Honestly, it really doesn't matter how you hold a pick. I mean, I hold it like this personally, but I've seen players play like this, and then like sometimes with this, like Eddie Van Halen, fucking incredible guitar player, and he holds his pick sometimes like this, and then sometimes like this, depending on like how he's playing. So there really is no right or wrong way of holding the pick, as long as it feels comfortable to you. This other guitar player on YouTube I've been following for a long time holds it just like that too, with the middle finger and the thumb. So I mean, it really is whatever works best for you. Timmy asked if I could meet any living or dead celebrity musician. You could pick 5. What 5 would I pick? Meeting Mark Hoppus would be cool. I'd like to meet Hayley Williams just for the hell of it. Let's see. Damn, that one caught me off guard. I'll just throw in the members of Rush. How about that? That evens out to 5. That'd be pretty awesome. Wyatt asked if I preferred having a bridge pickup or a bridge and neck pickup. Usually just a bridge. I mean, I don't usually play neck pickups that much. If I did use a neck pickup, I just want it to be something that isn't very muddy. So, something like that. I mean, that's usually the problem if I have a neck pickup like in the Les Paul or whatever else. I usually just don't use it. David asks what my favorite concert was. Probably Muse. First time I saw Muse was pretty incredible. Geomill asked if I like the story so far. Don't bother reading my name. I know it's a pain in the ass. Too late. They're not bad. I mean, I haven't really heard any songs that really stuck out for me. I don't think they're amazing. Benjamin asked if there's a chance of me making a cover of the entire Mark, Tom, and Travis show record. Probably not. I mean, a lot of people don't realize that for some reason I can't record really, really long videos, like 50 minutes long and longer. I don't know why. I mean, this one's probably at like 25, 30 minutes by now, but I don't know. Like, I know people like Kurt can, and for some reason I just can't. I went to do like all the things it said to make it so I could take like the really long videos, and I think it was something with like my copyright infringement shit that just made it so I couldn't. So Monty asks, do I watch sports? No. Sam asks if I play golf. I'll go to the driving range every now and then, but like golf itself I don't really play. And am I religious? Fuck no. Fuck that. He also asks if I've seen the new limited edition Fender Strat in swirl color. It has an HSS pickup configuration. I haven't, actually. I'm pretty sure someone, might have been you, suggested that I check it out, but I haven't seen it yet. Chris asked if I like Star Wars or Marvel movies. Definitely. Pretty entertaining. From the person, or no, from, oh, this one's from David Oss again. Do I skate? I am way too big to skate. I tried when I was younger. I mean, I just liked riding bikes when I was younger, usually. But Kane asked if I ever thought about starting another band. Not really. Not unless like I really met somebody that I like was compatible with, that was already like pretty talented. But it's hard to find that. Elliot asked if or what I think of Pink Floyd. I think they're a little overrated, to be honest. They do have some great songs. I really like the Animals album. Dark Side of the Moon is good. I listen to The Wall every now and then, but those are the two albums that I listen to more than anything. Kyle asks, how many basses and guitars do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Brandon asks, name 3 of your favorite guitar pedals. Pretty much any of the ones that I have. I mean, I really like the Tube Screamer. The MXR Phase 90 is pretty cool, and then I'd probably say the Visual Sound H2O pedal is pretty nice. Jake asks, why do so many people hate New Found Glory? I didn't know they did, to be honest. It's probably just because of Jordan's voice. I mean, it's kind of hard to get used to. And another person asked him if I ever listened to Story so far, so not really. How did you get so good with the kind of music you're listening to? I mean, they all do sound great, but they're pretty simple to play. Oh, I understand. I don't listen to just pop punk music. I mean, I listen to tons of shit. It's just, I usually just don't cover like really hard stuff. 1, because I'm impatient trying to learn really difficult stuff, and 2, most of my fans just don't want to hear me covering like power metal or just anything like other than the stuff I usually do. I mean, like, I could post a Green Day song and get like 2,000 views in 2 days, and I could do something from like The Living End, or like I could do like a Van Halen song or anything like that, and I'd get like 200 views on it after like 2 weeks. So I mean, I have a hard time seeing the point. I don't know, but I'm always playing other stuff. I mean, not just pop punk stuff. Ryan, which is actually my friend Buddha, asks, do you remember that time Dave practically shit himself and channeled Satan from his ass? Unfortunately, yes, I do, and I still have the video on my computer. Let's see if I got any other questions since, let's see. Alright, I got one question left, which is also still from my friend Buddha. Can you do covers of funk songs like the theme from Shaft or anything by Earth, Wind, and Fire? Maybe. I don't know. That's pretty random, but I don't know. We'll see. So I'm pretty sure that's it for questions. Let me just double check. Alright, Mark asks, how's life? Right now, it's actually pretty damn good. I can't really complain. And David asked again, Tony Hawk or Rodney Mullen? I don't know. I'd probably have to go with Rodney Mullen. Whenever I played like Tony Hawk games or something, I liked Rodney Mullen a lot. I mean, Tony Hawk was cool too. He was like really well rounded, but I don't know. A lot of times too, I would like, especially in the first game, if I could do Rune Glifberg, I almost always used him. He was really cool. Alright, so this video is probably very long already, and that's all the questions as far as I know. So, I mean, if I missed any questions or anything, sorry, I didn't mean to. But there's always next month too. So, thanks for watching, and there'll probably be some new covers in the next couple days. So, keep a lookout for those, and thanks again.